We have videos from all around the internet sent in by y'all. Y'all are going in, and I appreciate you for that, by the way, that are going to make us question life. Are y'all ready? Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
So here is a simulation of if you're flying around the world, this is what you would experience on a ball. The stars in the distance would be rising because you're diving over the ball, right? But this is what happens in reality. This is a shot from Germany to Brazil, going all the way over the ball, and the stars aren't rising. They're not rising at all in either direction, right? They're not rising at all. This is what Google Earth says should happen, just what I showed you. And that makes sense if we live on a ball. But reality versus Google Earth, which added curvature, I think, in 2001 to Google Earth. Reality versus lies from Google. I don't know what to say.
You eat the fruit, you should eat the seed. There's a tribe of folks in northern Pakistan called the Hunza. The Hunza people never get. When the tribe was first discovered, their average age was 160. The Hunza people's favorite food to eat is apricot seeds. They take the apricot seeds and squeeze them and get oil out of them. They put the oil on their skin, and the women don't wrinkle. They're really good looking at 70 and 80. Jason Vale teaches, he said, cannot survive in a body of a person that consumes apricot seeds. Did you know bread used to strengthen your heart? They learned years ago if they take out the vitamin E, the lecithin, and the omega-3 fatty acids, they take them out of the wheat, make the bread with white flour, the bread lasts for months. But the people started dying of heart attacks and strokes and circulation problems. See, it's a simple formula. The whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. When you eat the fruit.
That man said, the whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead. Dang.
They're printing money because they're going to end the dollar. They're going to collapse the dollar through hyperinflation and transition to a digital currency. They're printing the money. They're then sending the money over there. Little Zelensky gets to keep part of it, and he gets to buy some yachts and some big houses and all this. Cool. The rest of it comes back to political PACs or individual people that are in the government. Those people are taking the money, buying assets that will bridge from this monetary system to the next. Then you sell the new asset on the new currency and you're rich in the new currency.
Thank you, Eric, for the video.
All our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know? And I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends. You know, if anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that.
Thank you, Collex, for the video.
You have a shadow and it's flat. It's 2 dimensions.
Right.
But your body is 3-dimensional. What if your body in 3 dimensions is a shadow of a 4th dimensional creature?
You weren't supposed to figure that out. I'll go get the amnestics.
Hold on. What?
You have a shadow and it's flat. It's 2 dimensions.
Right.
But your body is 3-dimensional. What if your body in 3 dimensions is a shadow of a 4th dimensional creature?
You weren't supposed to figure that out. I'll go get the amnestics.
Oh, I get it. Thank you, Des, for the video.
I married my girl when I was broke. These red pill guys over here, and again, no offense, this is what these red pill communities guys tell you. They say, go out there, get rich, and then get your woman. Wrong, because all you're gonna find is a freaking gold digger. You need to find your woman when you're young, so you guys can grow together and bond together.
Let me show you something real quick. Hold on. Let me show you something. Look. Y'all see this? Look at this. Now let me show you. Look at this. Osteoporosis, bone health, blood sugar, urinary tract infection, prevents and treats, prevents iron deficiency, hypertension, boosts immune system. Look at this, lactation, inflammation and arthritis, harvesting.
Wow.
Well, I'll be damned. I guess I was today years old when I learned that as a little kid, I used to pick these things up, blowing them, making wishes. The whole time I was blowing my medicine away.
Thank you, JD, for the video.
Son in his 20s, and this is a bar that he dropped on me, and it crushed me, but I needed that. He said, if you really loved me the way that you said you loved me, you would have taught me how to survive in the situations that you were afraid of killing me instead of protecting me and not teaching me how to protect myself. And that is what happens when mothers think that they can raise men. We don't teach them how to protect themselves the way that a man teaches a man how to protect himself. What we do is we coddle them, and we become this wall of security that come crashing down when they get to smelling theyself and they in their 18s and 19s, and now he can't live in your house no more, and you send him out into the world unprotected, and that's why he resents you.
1 can of soda per day for a month. Thank you, Mike, for the video. Well, how tall is he normally around her? I mean, if y'all say, I don't be watching Bite, I don't know. Thank you, sir, for the video.
In today's clip, we've got a bird that's not been seen in millennia. Take a look. Do you know what bird this is? If you do, pause the clip and type it in the comments section and then continue the clip. I'll take it that you've typed your answer. No? If you're familiar with Dumbledore's fox, then you should have an idea what this bird is. If you haven't guessed it at this point already, this is supposed to be a clip of a phoenix. At least that's what the one who uploaded the clip said. He mentioned that this is supposed to be a rare capture of the bird. Unfortunately, Julius isn't here to confirm if it looks like any bird out there in nature. I looked around, though, and didn't find any images of the bird that had any similar wings and tail feathers as this bird. For those unfamiliar with it, the phoenix is a mythical bird associated with various cultures and traditions, renowned for its vibrant plumage and powerful symbolism. It is said to live for several hundred years before dying in a burst of flames, only to be reborn from its ashes. This cycle of death and rebirth makes the phoenix a potent emblem for immortality, renewal, and resilience. In ancient mythology, the phoenix is often depicted as a magnificent bird with radiant feathers that range in color from fiery reds and oranges to gold. It has inspired countless stories, poems, and artistic representations throughout history, symbolizing hope and the indomitable spirit. Aside from this being white, which is a slight difference from what the mythologies say, the big question now is, did the individual really film a phoenix, or are we looking at a previously undiscovered species of bird?
What are all the feds doing over here, y'all? Be right back. Alright, now this is getting very, very interesting. Not talking about Paris. But yeah, right behind me they're having a total blackout in Paris where this demonic Olympics is happening. Go figure. But that's not what's crazy. There's the blackout in Bangladesh, and this just happened. Just hours ago, this dude right here found a parking lot full of Fed government cars randomly in Worcester, Massachusetts. Why? At the same time as all these blackouts? Are you serious?
What the hell is... There's all these like state police and weird intercept vehicles. I'm on Route 9, Floor and Decor in Worcester. And there's all these really weird government vehicles.
That's
like,
weird.
All ready to go here in this lot. This is just really weird.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of years ago when they found that field full of coffin liners. Remember that? If you don't remember, you're not old enough. Remember I literally just showed you the balloon and the satellite? Now Paris has a blackout. The Olympics in a nutshell. Oh, and politically, the Obamas just endorsed Kamala. I'm not gonna lie, this is getting kind of crazy.
Did the Olympics just create a parody of Jesus' Last Supper with drag queens? Well, that is the question being asked after last night's Olympic ceremony took place. And in a couple of the acts, some are claiming that religious imagery was used, like the golden calf, the fourth horseman, and one scene in particular is being compared to Leonardo da Vinci's mural of Jesus and his 12 disciples. In the scene, broadcast cameras pan out on a number of drag queens standing behind a raised stage, with one in the middle wearing a piece on her head that is likened to religious drawings of a halo with lines of light emanating out of it. Some outraged with this scene said this is extremely disrespectful disrespectful to Christians, and that the Olympics declared loudly that the 2.4 billion Christians on Earth are not welcome. But others say that those offended are just reading too much into it. And the organizers stated that the performance was to make us aware through a humoristic and poetic song the absurdity of violence between human beings. So the question is, what do you think? Was this scene intentional or merely a coincidence?
It's giving VR. Because that water should have got in that boat. This a game. Yeah, look, that water should have got in. What happened? I know you're not about to be black like this the whole time. Okay, there we go. So what game is this?
Have y'all seen what I just saw? They are saying, they're reporting that 80,000 people at a Travis Scott concert caused an earthquake. That's not what I think it is.
This is recent?
I can't show you an example on this platform, but I can tell you that is a warlock. That was a giant chant, and they were literally casting spells, and when everyone went together, they all matched their aura at the same exact time. This is the same kind of crap we see at the Grove. Almost identical. Y'all, it's a ritual. It's a satanic ritual. And people that try to deny that he's a warlock, I don't even have time for y'all no more. When the end arrives, it's really the beginning. The true dystopia is here. Know what lies beneath the surface? Did you forget his hell invite? It's literally a painting from the 1500s called Christ in Limbo. Like in the same concert when he created that portal. That earthquake was literally God because he's angry, or because the magic these people are doing. These guys aren't even coherent right now. It's a trance, a mass trance.
There was this Satanist.
Yeah.
He used to do voodoo to try and harm people. Yeah. And one time this woman came to him and said, I need you to try and kill this other woman that I hate. I want you to put a hex on her and kill her. The satanic priest, what he ended up doing, he did his rituals. And the moments where he spoke to the devil, you know what the devil told him?
What? Don't do it?
Not this woman.
Whoa.
Apparently, the devil telling the high priest of Satanic Church, not this woman. Her God is too powerful.
Whoa, that's weird.
Also, there's a lot of claims too. These are coming from ex-satanic people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a person, they went to do harm to people, I think at some church, right? When he was walking towards them, he said there was a veil of fire that it wasn't visible to the eye, but he couldn't walk towards them because it would literally burn his flesh. They couldn't see it. It's just like more of a
force field.
Yeah, it's something spiritual that you can't see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tops, for the video.
The impression that ice cream would melt
That's ice cream?
after sitting out all night. Now it looks like somebody shit in my sink that had really bad diet.
About to make a salsa. Look at this. Freaking onion see-through, clear. Look at that. Pull it up. Look at that. What the hell?
Enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like,
Mother was showing me that she opened the banana, that she thinks that these are not real bananas. We got it from the supermarket, but when she opens it, and she breaks it in half, it gets very tough and doesn't really break. And when it pulls, it's like it's glue.
Dog, so this used to be an apple. What the is this? This was an apple. Look at the stem.
So I was eating a Nutter Butter and it tasted weird, so I took it apart. And tell me if I'm ridiculous, does this or does this not look like styrofoam? Like, it tasted weird, it sounds weird.
Eat from Walmart. Uncooked chicken. I'm pulling the chicken off in chunks.
Somebody tell me what's going on at Coke. This is the third six-pack that I've got.
Home studio, and it had to be like 8 to 10 people off in there. And we had beats and stuff playing in the background and everything. That's how we used to do it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doing what they do. And drinking and everything, and actually it came down to it that dudes actually started being used by demonic spirits, and these spirits started speaking through them, you know what I'm saying? Devils started speaking through them, talking to me, asking me, you know what I'm saying, if I was gonna sell my soul, telling me what I needed to do to take my career to the next level in darkness. I mean, dudes actually came up to me holding wads of money, saying, man, don't you want to make all this money? Now, like I said, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't church raised, you know what I'm saying, church every day and all that stuff, but I had went to church, and even though it was a traditional Baptist church, you know what I'm saying, I had heard about Jesus. I ain't really hear, you know what I'm saying, the truth and everything, but, you know what I'm saying, my questions that I had within myself began to be answered, and I knew that if those demonic spirits was real, if the devil was real, you know what I'm saying, and he was offering me a way, then I knew that.
It's fascinating that you can give someone a sugar pill, a saline injection, or perform some false surgery or treatment. And a certain percentage of those people will accept, believe, and surrender to the thought without any analysis that they're getting the real substance or treatment. If you name a drug something that a person can't pronounce, they'll give their power away to the drug and it'll work even better. They'll be intimidated by it. If you charge more for a medication, it will work better. And if the doctor's enthusiastic about it, it'll work even better.
There's some amazing studies that have come out about the power of belief, and they've come out from the oddest place, and that is from pharmaceutical companies using placebos and trying to beat the placebo for whatever drug they have. And what they're finding is not how powerful their drug is, but how powerful beliefs are. For example, there have been studies where they're testing the effectiveness of man.
You are more dangerous sober than you are drunk.
That's
He's
so
not
real.
worried about no dancing, singing, clowning Negro. He's worried about you when you stop dancing, when you stop singing, when you stop clowning and start thinking. Then he gets worried. And you should keep him worried.
Is that a cat? Why you stuck? He not dead, right? Thank you, JD, for the video.
This is what frustrates me. You look at this and you think ghee, cooking spray, grass-fed, lactose-free, buttery taste, keto-friendly.
Girl.
Okay, perfect, healthy. Let's flip it over.
Ingredient list gonna be like this.
Verified butter, milk, canola oil, right? Soy lithium, contains less than 1% of mono and diglycerides and contains milk. But it's lactose free and it's healthy, right? It's made with canola oil. And this is $7.97. Maybe we should switch to something else.
Biggest film festival in the world, and we get to come here early. This is the 6th annual. 10 years from now, we're gonna say we were here first. Make some noise, guys. This is a big deal. Biggest film festival in the world, and we get to come here early. This is the 6th annual. 10 years from now, we're gonna say we were here first. Make some noise, guys. This is a big deal.
So they're saying it's not a dress. He was in Dubai. The jacket is what threw it off.
Convinced half of the world to not only accept sin, but to celebrate it. Do you know what has been my most enjoyable Pride campaign to date?
No, what?
Well, my campaign, of course. Not only do I get the chance to promote your own self-destruction, I get to use God's logo, the rainbow, to do it. Love is love, right? My plan not only prevents you worthless humans from reproducing, it distorts the gender roles and allows me to bring all types of chaos and confusion upon your pathetic societies. It's been so successful, I've got men convinced they're women, and women convinced they're men, and some convinced they're no gender at all. And I've got 2 more Pride Initiative campaigns I'd like to introduce in the near future. And second is Pride. Now, society might not be ready for this one just yet, so we'll hold off.
Thank you, Cortez, for the video. One of my favorites, like when it comes to quotes: laziness kills ambition, anger kills wisdom, fear kills dreams, ego kills growth, jealousy kills peace, doubt kills confidence. Now read that right to left. Ambition kills laziness, wisdom kills anger, dreams kill fear, growth kills ego, peace kills jealousy, confidence kills doubt.
What is the secret to staying in shape and being able to run up and down the court at 74 years old?
Stop eating pork at 18, stop eating red meat at 25.
I don't know about that one.
Right. Basketball 5 days a week, 5 to 6 hours.
Total?
Yeah. No, per day.
Per day?
Yes. I've already been here 5 hours.
And you just played 2 full court games?
Yeah. Protein and vegetables. And then on the weekends, I treat myself.
Yeah.
Box of cookies, a whole
cookie.
pizza.
Oh, no smoking.
Never. Been drunk twice in my life.
Oh, no
once
alcohol.
Once at 18, once at 36.
What happened at 36?
I was at a barbecue because I used to race cars.
I thought you were going to say that's when you got married.
No.
No pork, no red meat,
right.
No alcohol, basketball 5 hours a day.
What? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Mike, for the video.
Administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first, and they put you last. Because you're a chump, a political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republican. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you bash controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a chump.
Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
Today, listen to the woman who wrote The Matrix and the Terminator.
That's what the Matrix is about, to wake you up from the Matrix, to get you out of the illusions and the lies and the ignorance. So it's not dangerous for me because that's my job. That's what I came here to do. That's why I wrote the Matrix and Terminator, to wake people up so they can move on to greater, better things.
Yeah, but
the Terminator is the prequels to the beginning of the Matrix.
Really?
Sarah Connor is actually Neo's mother. So JC, John Connors, Jesus Christ, grows up to be Neo, one and the same in the Matrix. The Matrix is in the future. The Terminator is the past. It's time travel, past, present, and future time travel. It's the second coming of the Christ, the evolutions of consciousness, man versus the machine. So the machines, the Terminator machines, hear that a child is going to be born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man. So see, it's a man versus the machine. It's God's children versus man's children, which was technology.
I actually did not know that information. I knew a woman wrote it. I knew a black woman wrote it. What I'm referring to is the fact that I didn't know that Terminator and Matrix had some correlation. Didn't know that. My mom's probably going to be mad at me because I'm saying that, because I'm pretty sure she knew that. Maybe I did know that. I just forgot. Sorry. It's crazy what she said at the end, though. Yahuwah's children versus man's children, which is technology, because that's happening like today. And we've seen that. We react to a bunch of stuff like that. So to see all the stuff made back then and manifesting now, it's just nothing new under the sun. That's all I can correlate that back to. But now it makes me want to go back and watch Terminator. I mean, I watched it as a child, but I didn't watch it with the spiritual eyes and hearing it with the spiritual ears that I have now. So now I need to go back. I know my mom watching. Mom, we're gonna go back and watch. We're gonna watch Terminator first, and then we're gonna slide our way through the Matrix, since the Terminator is the prequel to the Matrix. I bet you there's so much revelation that you can get out now. I bet you so much stuff that kind of went over your head. I bet there's so much stuff that your mind is open to that you can get in those movies that she was talking about, like low-key 2-3 decades ago. Yeah, that's all I got today. I was actually gonna record more videos. It's late. It's 12 a.m. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. This video, I really didn't do as much talking. Mainly was more so listening. Pray that this video came out well. I know it did. I'm pretty sure it did. Learn some information, learn some new stuff. Shout out to each and every single one of you that have sent in videos. I truly appreciate you. If you want your video featured on here along with the shout out, all you have to do is join the Discord server. The link is in the description down below. I just want to say thank you for those that are joining that. Thank you for those that have liked this video or commented. You guys subscribed. You guys have bought the merch. shopperkyy.com. Make sure to check that out. And if you happen to cop merch from me, may you please take a picture and tag me in it so I can feature you on my website. I want to give all esteem, all glory, all honor to my Saba Yahuwah Lua and my Appa, my Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach for blessing me with everything as a whole. I'm a vessel that they work in and through, so I have to give credit and honor where it's due, because it's nothing of me. It's all them. It's nothing I'm doing. It's all them working in and through me. So I'm very grateful, blessed, and appreciative, especially to be able to call them the true set apart names. I'm very grateful. But y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm done. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.